Hello students, I am Nitika, your SST teacher, and today we will start our new chapter, that is towards freedom. So let's start. Now our first slide. India has always been famous for spices, textiles, jewelry and pearls. The Arabs were among the first to come to India for trade. The Portuguese, the Dutch, the French and the British followed. Look at this map. This is Arabian region and this is Arabian Peninsula. Traders used to travel from this region to India for trading. Arabs were Muslim traders and they mostly followed land route to enter into India, while Europeans followed sea route. Portuguese were first to enter India and other European countries followed them. The British emerged as the most powerful among them. They traded through English East India Company. The company bought goods cheaply from India and sold them abroad at higher prices. जो यूरोपियन थे उन्होंने सी रोड को फॉलो किया. एंड थिंक अ मोमेंट, अगर वो इंडिया में आते हैं तो सबसे पहले किस एरिया में एंटर करेंगे? आंसर इज कोस्टल रीजन में. पोर्टुगीज फर्स्ट एंटर्ड टू इंडिया. पोर्टुगीज सबसे पहले आए इंडिया में एंड गोवा वॉज देयर हेडक्वार्टर. देन अराइव्ड डच एंड दे एक्सटेंडेड अराउंड Pondicherry region. Then Britishers arrived and they expanded around West Bengal and Odisha region. सबसे पहले पोर्टुगीज आए, देन डच, उसके बाद एंड आफ्टर दैट ब्रिटिशर्स. एंड इन सभी में ब्रिटिशर्स ने अपने आप को सबसे ज़्यादा एक्सपेंड किया इंडिया में एंड एक्सप्लॉयटेड इंडियन रिसोर्सेज. And they emerged as most powerful among the Europeans. ब्रिटिशर्स क्या करते थे? इंडिया से गुड्स को लेस रेट में परचेज कर लेते थे एंड उन सभी गुड्स को इंडिया के बाहर हायर प्राइस में सेल कर देते थे एंड सो दे अर्न हायर प्रॉफिट. दिस रिजल्टेड इन ह्यूज प्रॉफिट फॉर द कंपनी. Little by little, the English East India Company established control over the whole of India. Taking advantage of lack of unity among the Indians, the British conquered large part of India and established their rule. Now look at this map, how Britishers expanded themselves all over India. Look at the dark brown region and the प्रीवियस स्लाइड कितना कम था. एंड नाउ दे एक्सपेंडेड देमसेल्फ ऑल ओवर इंडिया. व्हाई सो? बिकॉज वी द पीपल ऑफ इंडिया वर नॉट यूनाइटेड, बिकॉज इंडिया वॉज डिवाइडेड इनटू मैनी पार्ट्स. क्लियर? Now moving to our next slide. Discontent among Indians. Discontent means dissatisfaction. Once the British were firmly established in India, they exploited the farmers, traders, craftsmen and the rulers of local kingdom. The farmers were made to pay very high taxes. Even during floods and droughts, the farmers had to pay their share of taxes. As I have shown you in last slide, how Britishers expanded themselves and started exploiting. They exploited farmers, traders and local rulers. They forced them to pay higher taxes. Even during flood and drought, means इवन जब बाढ़ आ जाती थी या फिर सूखा पड़ जाता था, उस टाइम भी उनके पास कुछ नहीं होता था, फिर भी ब्रिटिशर्स फार्मर से टैक्सेस कलेक्ट करते थे। They were forced to grow indigo, a plant which is a source of indigo dye and cotton. These were bought at very low rate and sold at very high rates in England and other countries. Thus, farmers in India became poorer. Many died due to starvation. उन्हें फोर्स किया जाता था इंडिगो एंड कॉटन ग्रो करने के लिए, जिसकी आउटपुट वैल्यू बहुत ज़्यादा होती है। वंस द इंडिगो एंड कॉटन वर ग्रोन, ब्रिटिशर्स परचेज्ड इट एट लो कॉस्ट एंड सोल्ड देम एट हाई रेट्स आउटसाइड इंडिया। इससे क्या हुआ? इंडियन फार्मर्स बिकेम पुअरर एंड मैनी डाइड ड्यू टू स्टारवेशन। स्टारवेशन मीन्स भूखमरी से उनकी डेथ हो गई। एज यू कैन सी इन दिस इमेजेस देयर कंडीशन। Cheaper mill-made cloth was imported into India from England. As a result, the handloom industry of India suffered. Lakhs of weavers became unemployed. They suffered the same fate as the farmers. ब्रिटिशर इंग्लैंड से पुअर क्वालिटी ऑफ रॉ प्रोडक्ट इंपोर्ट करते थे इंडियन मिल्स में, जिसकी वजह से इंडियन हैंडलूम इंडस्ट्री बहुत सफ़र की एंड लैक्स ऑफ वीवर बिकेम अनएम्प्लॉयड एंड उनकी भी इकोनॉमिक एंड सोशल कंडीशन फार्मर के जैसे हो गई। The British did not allow the Indian to open mill and factories. Indian traders were not allowed to trade in item of their choice. Britishers ने इंडियंस को रोक दिया कि वो अपनी खुद की फैक्ट्री को ओपन करें अब या मिल्स को। इवन दे नॉट अलाउड देम कि वो अपने खुद की पसंद की जो आइटम है, अपनी खुद की चॉइस के आइटम का वो एक्सपोर्ट या इम्पोर्ट करें। Indian rulers and princes were also unhappy with the British. A law was passed by the British which stated that if a ruler did not have a male child, then upon the death of that ruler, his kingdom would be taken over by the British. Just suppose that इंडिया में ये कोई एक रीज़न है एंड इसका एक किंग है एंड उस किंग का कोई भी मेल चाइल्ड नहीं है, तो ब्रिटिशर्स ने एक लॉ पास किया कि ऐसे सभी रीजन को किंग के डेथ के बाद वो टेक ओवर कर लेंगे, बिकॉज किंग के डेथ के बाद कोई भी उसके किंगडम को रूल करने वाला नहीं होगा। दिस लॉ वॉज पॉपुलरली नोन एज डॉक्ट्राइन ऑफ लैप्स। Doctrine of lapse. By using unjust and unfair means, the British sought to expand their hold over India. The dissatisfaction and anger of most Indians led them to revolt. इन सभी चीज़ों के वजह से क्या हुआ, इंडियन सेटिस्फाइड नहीं थे उस वक्त एंड एंगर, उनके अंदर गुस्सा क्रिएट हुआ, ठीक है। एंड इन सभी चीज़ों की वजह से क्या हुआ, एट लास्ट रिवॉल्ट हुआ, विद्रोह हुआ। एंड नाउ वॉच दिस वीडियो वेरी केयरफुली।
The Indian National Movement, Part 1. The First Battle of Independence, 1857. The epic struggle for freedom gained roots under the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857. Though it started as a revolt of the soldiers of the Indian Army run by the British, it soon spread across the country, with many provinces under the leadership of the kings and queens joining the revolt. Let us now see why the revolt took place. Broadly, we can divide the causes of the revolt under the following heads: political factors, economic factors, social factors, religious factors, military factors, immediate factors. Let us first look at the political factors. The British East India Company had made a concerted effort in three different ways to occupy the various kingdoms of India. They used the subsidiary alliance, direct conquest, and the doctrine of lapse to achieve this aim. The humiliation and the treatment meted out to the last Mughal emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar further angered the people. Bahadur Shah was stripped of his title of emperor, and this act was taken badly by both Muslims and Hindus. Let us now look at the economic factors. The economic policies of the British East India Company had left the peasants poor and devoid of land. In addition, the craftsmen and artisans were also left impoverished due to the imposition of machine-made goods from England. All this led to the collapse of indigenous industries and impoverished artisans, leading to unrest. Let's take a quick look at the social factors behind the revolt of 1857. Earlier invaders and rulers never touched the social hierarchy of the country, so the Indians never felt discriminated. The British, on the other hand, asserted their racial supremacy and practiced discrimination. Indians were not allowed to hold high posts in the government. The introduction of Western education, abolition of sati, widow remarriage, each of these hurt the social sentiments of the conservative Indians. Let us quickly also look at the religious factors behind the revolt. The introduction of doctrine of lapse, conversion to Christianity by missionaries, and the loss of livelihood of the priests and Maulvis of the Hindus and Muslims raised doubts in the minds of the Indians, creating unrest. Military causes. The Indian sepoys in the service of the company were also discontent. They were paid less than their British counterparts, and stringent rules were imposed. Their religious sentiments were also hurt with the new rules, where they had to serve abroad, and in those days the belief among the Hindus was that crossing the sea meant losing their caste. Finally, let us look at the immediate causes that led to the revolt. The introduction of the Enfield rifle, which had a cartridge that needed to be bitten off, was the immediate cause of the revolt. The cartridge was supposedly made of cow and pig fat, and biting this hurt the religious sentiments of Hindus and Muslims alike. Rumors spread like wildfire, and sepoys refused to use the cartridge, sparking off the revolt. Let's take a quick look at the course of the revolt. Mangal Pandey is credited with being the first sepoy to revolt at Barakpur, and this was followed by the sepoys in Meerut. The revolters declared the last Mughal emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar as their head and marched towards Delhi, killing British officers and looting arms and ammunition on their way. He shot out a letter to all other rulers asking them to come together and organize a confederacy of states to fight the British. This single decision had far-reaching implications in the history of India. The British were routed in Delhi, and for almost a week nothing else took place. The British hoped that the rebellion would die down. This week was the time taken for the news to spread, and soon rebellions took place in Kanpur and Lucknow. They soon moved to join forces in Delhi.
I hope you all have watched the video very carefully. Now let's start our new slide. Revolt against the British. Ever since the coming of the British, people in different parts of India had been protesting against their unfair policies. As I have taught you in previous slide, that how Britishers were exploiting Indians with their policies of expansion. People in different parts of India now began to oppose. Clear? However, there was no unity in their protest. It was only in 1857 that a major revolt broke out. This was the First War of Independence, also called the Sepoy Mutiny or the Great Revolt of 1857. Sepoy means soldier and mutiny means withdraw, rebel. Soldiers के rebel या withdraw. It was an important event in our struggle for freedom. The revolt was started by the Indian soldier serving in the British Army in India. जो इंडियन सोल्जर जो ब्रिटिश की आर्मी में थे उन्होंने इस रिवोल्ट को स्टार्ट किया था. अ न्यू राइफल कॉल्ड द इनफील्ड हैज़ बीन इंट्रोड्यूस्ड इन इंडिया. इनफील्ड जो ये है राइफल ये इंट्रोड्यूस हुई थी. अ रूमर that the grease used in a rumor spread that the grease used in the bullet was made from the fat of cows and pig. rumor फैली. ठीक है. soldiers had to bite off the greased wrapper of the bullet before loading it in their rifle. जिस तरह एक टॉफ़ी होती है उसका रैपर हटाते हैं, उसी तरह इनफील्ड राइफल की बुलेट थी जो रैप्ड रहती थी और इंडियन सोल्जर ऑफ ब्रिटिश आर्मी उसे अपने माउथ से अनरैप करते थे, खोलते थे और राइफल में बुलेट को लोड करते थे. बट अ रूमर स्प्रेड दैट वो ग्रीस रैपर काऊ एंड पिग के फैट से बनी थी. This was against the religious sentiments of both Hindus and Muslim soldiers. They refused to use these rifles and revolted. Clear? This incident took place in Barakpur. You can see in the map. Mangal Pandey refused to load the rifle. Mangal Pandey ने मना कर दिया था and he अटैक्ड टू ब्रिटिश सोल्जर्स. मंगल पांडे के इस अटैक की वजह से उनको क्या किया गया था, हैंग कर दिया गया था, फांसी दे दी गई थी ऑन द डेट 8 अप्रैल 1857. 8 अप्रैल 1857. Later on this revolt broke out in many parts of the country. Okay. The revolt started at Meerut. The revolt started at Meerut and soon spread to large part of northern and central India. मेरठ से स्टार्ट हुआ था एंड स्प्रेड कहाँ तक हुआ था, नदर्न एंड सेंट्रल पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया. फार्मर्स, craftsmen and other section of the society joined the revolt. The soldiers declared the last Mughal emperor बहादुर शाह जफर their leader. बहादुर शाह जफर को उन्होंने अपना लीडर डिक्लेयर कर दिया था. The revolt was led by Nana Sahib and Tatya Tope at कानपुर. रानी लक्ष्मीबाई at झांसी and बेगम हजरत महल at अवध. Clear? Please remember their name and location because it is very important. Fact wise, after defeating the mutineers, the British exiled Bahadur Shah Zafar to Burma, now Myanmar. बहादुर शाह जफर को देश से निकाल दिया आफ्टर डिफीटिंग म्यूटिनर्स, विद्रोहियों को हराने के बाद. He spent the last 5 of his life in Rangoon, now Yangon. With his death in 1862, 3 centuries of Mughal rule came to an end. After the revolt, the British suppressed the first war of independence. Many factors were responsible for the failure of revolt. First point, it did not spread to all part of India. Okay, Indian soldiers did not have sufficient money and good weapon. The revolt was not organized properly. On the other hand, the British soldiers were well equipped with modern weapons and were very well organized. After the revolt was suppressed, many Indians were either killed or put into prison. The rule of East India Company ended in 1858. The administration of India was taken over by the government of England. However, the Indian princes were allowed to rule over their territories. Just imagine this is England, okay, and this is India. यहाँ पर गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंग्लैंड है एंड इंडिया में ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी है. मैं आप लोग को बता दूं कि ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी जो ट्रेडर्स का एक ग्रुप था जिसे गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंग्लैंड ने ट्रेड करने के लिए भेजा था, ठीक, बट दे एक्सप्लॉइटेड इंडिया. आफ्टर रिवॉल्ट ऑफ 1857 इन इंडिया, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंग्लैंड ने ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी को ख़त्म कर दिया एंड टुक डायरेक्ट कंट्रोल ओवर इंडिया. Now in this slide we'll study about the social and religious reformers. The British introduced modern education in India. Gradually, educated Indian introduced many social and religious reforms. As I have already told you in previous slide that India was now under the direct control of British government. So many reformers started बदलाव होने लगे. उन्होंने मॉडर्न एजुकेशन को इंट्रोड्यूस किया. रिफॉर्मर्स सच एज राजा राम मोहन रॉय, ईश्वर चंद्र विद्यासागर and Debendranath Tagore were active during this period. They strongly protested against social practice such as sati, killing female babies, child marriage and caste system. They also encouraged widow remarriage and education of women. ये राजा राम मोहन रॉय, इन्हें क्या कहा जाता था? फादर ऑफ इंडियन रेनेसा. ठीक है, इन्होंने एबॉलिश किया था सती प्रैक्टिस. ठीक है, सती प्रथा को इन्होंने खत्म किया था. ही इज ईश्वर चंद्र विद्यासागर. इन्होंने क्या किया था? इन्होंने विडो रिमैरेज प्रैक्टिस को शुरू किया था. इतना ही नहीं, इन्होंने एजुकेशन को अपलिफ्ट किया था. ठीक, विडो रिमैरेज को अपलिफ्ट किया था, चाइल्ड मैरिज को ख़त्म किया था एंड पॉलीगैमी को कम किया था. जो एक से ज़्यादा शादियां करते थे वो होता है पॉलीगैमी. ठीक है, उसे कम किया था इन्होंने. एंड नाउ ही इज देवेंद्रनाथ टैगोर. रविन्द्रनाथ टैगोर के ये फादर थे. नाउ इन दिस स्लाइड विल स्टडी अबाउट द राइज ऑफ नेशनलिज्म. Educated Indian realized that British wanted to keep India poor and backward. अब इन्हें रियलाइज होने लगा, जब ये एजुकेटेड होने लगे तो इन्हें रियलाइज होने लगा कि ब्रिटिशर्स इन्हें बैकवर्ड करना चाहते थे. ठीक है, दिस रियलाइजेशन यूनाइटेड द इंडियंस. इससे ये एक होने लगे, यूनाइट होने लगे. स्लोली द फीलिंग ऑफ यूनिटी और नेशनलिज्म ग्रू स्ट्रॉन्गर. The growing feeling of nationalism resulted in the formation of Indian National Congress in 1885. It is very important. It is mostly asked in competition exams. The Indian National Congress was formed by an Englishman named Alan Octavian Hume. A.O. Hume. Its first session was held at Bombay, now Mumbai. इसका फर्स्ट सेशन कब हुआ था? बॉम्बे में हुआ था. इट वॉज अटेंडेड बाय 72 डेलीगेट्स फ्रॉम ऑल ओवर इंडिया. 72 डेलीगेट्स ने पार्टिसिपेट किया था. यू कैन सी इन दिस पिक्चर. द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ दिस सेशन वॉज वोमेश चंद्र बनर्जी, ठीक है, इसके प्रेसिडेंट WC बनर्जी थे। देयर आफ्टर द कांग्रेस मेट एवरी ईयर इन डिफरेंट सिटीज़, अब इसके बाद हर ईयर कांग्रेस अपनी मीटिंग लेती थी डिफरेंट सिटीज़ में। इट स्लोली बिकेम वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग, इट अवेकेंड द स्पिरिट ऑफ यूनिटी अमंग द इंडियंस, धीमे धीमे एक स्पिरिट में आने लगी यूनिटी की, ठीक है। एट द सेम टाइम इट रिक्वेस्टेड द गवर्नमेंट टू इंट्रोड्यूस रिफॉर्म टू improve the living condition of people. The growing popularity of Congress worried the British. To suppress the rising spirit of nationalism, the government passed many strict laws. They also used the policy of divide and rule to prevent the Hindus and Muslims from uniting. कांग्रेस जो है क्या होने लगी थी, पावरफुल होने लगी थी, पॉपुलर होने लगी थी। इससे क्या हुआ, ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट क्या वो टेंशन में आ गया, परेशान होने लगा। उसके बाद उसने क्या किया, स्ट्रिक्ट लॉ निकाले, फिर एक डिवाइड एंड रूल पॉलिसी भी मतलब पॉलिसी निकाला जिसमें कि हिंदू एंड मुस्लिम्स की यूनिटी ब्रेक की जा सके। उन्होंने डिवाइड एंड रूल पॉलिसी को फॉलो किया था हमारे यूनिटी को ब्रेक करने के लिए। That's all for this chapter. I hope you all have understood. If you have any doubt, please do let me know. Thank you.